Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your October 2017 mid-month readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today and welcome to any newcomers. Always thank you to those of you who continue to watch, listen, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support and feedback and comments are always welcome and so very appreciated. Please keep those coming. Thank you very much. And a shout out to all those of you, a big thank you to those of you who continue to keep me so busy with personal one-on-one readings, including my regular clients. It's always an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Thank you so much. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you haven't read with me before, or even if you have and you don't have the information, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About or Description button, and that will give you a little more information and detail on what I do and what I offer. I do a wide variety of readings and spreads on just about every area of life. And current turnaround time is usually pretty fast. I can usually get back to you within the first day of initial contact. And I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So I can usually schedule a private reading with you, live or recorded, anywhere within basically a few days, upwards of 3 weeks, but almost always within that period of time. So if you're interested, send me an email. I would be delighted to work with you. For those of you who are looking for a more instant, less in-depth answer to perhaps one or two quick questions, you can also find me on Instant Go under Irish Gypsy. Instant Go is a great, cool phone app for iPhone users, Android users. Please be patient. You should be able to access this next year. So you can download that. It's free to download, and you can go from there and contact me there that's more for just a shorter, quicker, like, you know, 1 or 2 questions, instant answer sort of thing via phone or text on the Instant Go app. And I'll be posting a video about that in another day or two. So moving right along, these are general readings, as you know, and there's so very many of you watching. So of course they're not going to mean the same thing to the same degree and intensity in every area of your life for everyone watching. I mean, that would be impossible. How could that happen? And we say that because we also ask that you check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. You may find that one of them may play out a little more predictably than your primary zodiac or primary sun sign. And just watching all three, if you know them and if you can, watching all three can just give you additional insight and clarity into what's going on in your life during the time frame that the reading covers. So try to watch all three if you can. So we are looking at October mid-month, the last couple of weeks of October 2017. I'll be pulling 2 cards for each of the remaining 2 weeks with an additional 5th card from the bottom of the deck for overall energy and guidance. And this reading is for the water sign of Pisces, our lovely mercurial fluid Pisces, the fish. The water sign of Pisces for October 2017 mid-month. Let us see what the last couple of weeks of October have in store for our Pisceans. Okay, Pisces. We have the 9 of Swords. Cut it out, Pisces. It's too much stress and anxiety. Followed by the King of Pentacles. Okay. And after that, we have the 3 of Cups, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. You've got nothing or very little to worry about, Pisces. From the bottom of the deck for overall energy and guidance, we have the High Priestess. Okay, Pisces. Well, Pisces, it looks like you're around the middle of the month. Let's look at your elemental energy here. We have 2 Pentacles, 1 Swords, and 1 Cups. It looks like we find ourselves around the middle of the month with a lot of stress, anxiety, worry, and fear in that 9 of Swords. followed by the King of Pentacles. I don't like seeing this Nine of Swords for anybody. And it's somewhat illusionary energy. It represents building something up in your head, thinking about something to the point that it just gets bigger and bigger and worse, when the actual reality is not reflecting what's going on in your head. You've like made it bigger and worse in your head than it actually really is. Not to say that the source of whatever your concerns, worries, anxiety, or fears is not valid. They may be valid, but this is a card, when this card shows up, it means that you've made it up to be bigger and worse than it actually really is. Swords is air energy. So the energy of the suit of swords is reflective. It's mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. It's all about what goes on up in here. Our thoughts, our words, our ideas, our belief systems, our perceptions, our outlooks, and how it affects the way that we communicate. So the Nine of Swords, you can see all of these cross swords. They may represent a variety of different thoughts, anxieties, worries, fears, or one just overwhelming, consuming one. You can see that she's, it's the staying up late at night card, but you can see from the moon rising high in the sky that it's late at night. Everybody else is probably sleeping, but she's not. Why? Because she can't. She's totally consumed, totally focused, totally obsessed with whatever the source of the fear, worry, anxiety, concern is. Now, what she's not seeing, what she's not noticing is this tiny little owl on the windowsill here. And everything on a tarot card is symbolic. So owls are one of those universal symbols for wisdom, truth, insight, clarity, a solution. But she's not noticing, and it's right there in front of her. It's close enough for her to reach out and touch, but she can't see it because she's totally consumed with negativity. She's kind of, thoughts chasing themselves around and around and around. Can't stop thinking, worrying, obsessing, fearing, anxiety, all this energy. I don't like seeing this. And like I said, the Nine of Swords is somewhat illusionary. For some of you, it may mean that you're worrying way too much about something, way more than the situation actually deserves. And for some of you, it may not be worth, you may be like future tripping negatively on something and it's going to turn out to be just nothing in the end. Depends on which Pisces you are and what situation this is, going on in your life. The intensity and the details and specificity is going to vary because there's so many of you watching, but the energy fundamentally remains the same. It's too much negativity, too much attention and focus on anxiety, fear, worry, concern, to the point that it may be causing you some sleepless nights, worry, paralyzing. And, reality, facts, practicality, staying grounded, and action are the best weapons to combat this energy. So be vigilant about that energy. It's showing up as unnecessary. And for some of you, not even reality-based. Now, the Nine of Swords is paired with the King of Pentacles. So Pentacles is earth energy. The energy of this suit is earthy energy, and it often manifests in the earthly, tangible, concrete areas of our life, like money, finance, property, resources, home, assets, job, or in earthy, tangible ways in relationships and spirituality too. So kings and queens represent individuals who've reached the mastery of their suit. So this could, for some of you, represent either the source of your, this Nine of Swords energy. It could be somebody that you're stressing about unnecessarily or too much. It could be a partner or a friend, somebody that's kind of in there with you about this. It would be an earth sign. It would represent an earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. On an energetic level, the King of Pentacles, this would be somebody, if I were to describe the King of Pentacles as an actual person, this would be somebody who's probably financially comfortable, if not well off, because he's at the top of his game in Pentacles, navigating the day-to-day aspects of the real, concrete, tangible world we live in, and one of those things is money. He's probably worked long and hard to build up a good, stable, solid foundation for himself. Hard worker, stable, grounded, dependable, reliable, usually honorable, often generous, and feels like everybody else ought to have the same opportunities that he has. He's worked hard to get to where he's at, and he's good at navigating the world that he's in. He hasn't built up this foundation out of nowhere. He's really worked hard at it. Good father figure, good father, good husband, good friend, that sort of person. Again, all the beautiful aspects of earth sign manifestations, although everybody has their off days, of course. On an energetic level, this represents being kind of this person, or, being at the place in life where you've built up a good, stable foundation for yourself, or you're in the process of doing that. So this Nine of Swords attached to that, whether it's a person you're worried about somehow, could be somebody you care about, a partner, somebody who's in this with you. And it could be that you're worried about the stability in your life, reaching it, or somehow having it taken away from you. I feel like for a lot of you, there's an actual, that whatever you're worried about, it might actually have something to do with property, whether it's a piece of property that you don't live at, or like your apartment or home somehow. It could also be your concerns are just in that earth energy area of your life, like perhaps you might be concerned about your job or your company of some kind. Again, you can apply the same energy to the relationship area of your life. It could be a blend of those, or spirituality. The specifics and details are going to play out depending on what kind of Taurus you are. But the energy fundamentally remains the same. You're concerned, and it's too much. You're focusing too much on what's wrong, and in fact building it up to be worse and bigger than it actually is, whether it's centered on a person, around a person, or another person in there with you, or just your general sense of stability, prosperity, abundance, or even the concrete place that you live in, property, or job. But I think you're really overdoing it quite a bit, Pisces. Lovely, deep, emotional, mercurial Pisces. I think this one you need to really pull back and look at a bit more realistic and grounded. Fight this energy, this stress, anxiety, Nine of Swords energy. You need to fight this with reality, with practicality, with being grounded, and with action. If there's a problem, identify it, identify the potential solutions, and get going on solving it, because that energy is not productive, and it can make you sick and keep you up late at night. But I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as you think it is, and for some of you it's just illusionary, because at or towards the end of October 2017, maybe going a little bit into the beginning of November, we have the Three of Cups, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. Again, the source may be quite real or quite valid, but the amount of negativity you're focusing on, or potential, negative future or outcomes, is it's not justified here. So, and this combination of cards at the end of the month is just gorgeous. It's lovely. The Three of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Three of Cups. Cups is water energy. So the energy of this suit usually manifests in the watery, mercurial area of our life that deals with feelings, emotions, relationships. It's your energy, Pisces, water energy. The Three of Cups is a card. It has a strong social theme to it. It can be a card of going out, having a good time, spending time with friends. But good friends, people that really get you, people that whose company you really enjoy, that you can be authentic with, and vice versa. Kind of that kindred spirit, kinship, sisterhood, brotherhood kind of energy. Celebrating with them, having a good time with them. A very much a celebratory card, and just enjoying the connections you have with other people, and it can represent community too. Beautiful, blessed, celebratory, communal energy. So lovely energy, Pisces, and it's accompanied by the Ace of Pentacles, so more earth energy here. Aces represent the number 1, so they represent always a new start, a new beginning, the start of a new path, which aces are seeds only. We're only at the 1, so they represent seeds which, if planted and nurtured and taken care of, have a lot of potential to grow and manifest and eventually end up giving back and nurturing to you. Otherwise, aces can fizzle out as, ideas or things that never get started, or things that don't get followed through with, so they end up just fizzling out. So remember that aces represent seeds, and it's all about how we take care of those seeds. Kind of depends on how they manifest. So the Ace of Pentacles, this is a new beginning in a tangible way, because this is Pentacles, earth energy, tangible energy. So a tangible new beginning. Often this card comes up for, not always, but often it comes up for moving, relocating, which is a tangible new beginning, beginning a new job, or a combination of both, maybe moving or relocating to start a new job. It can also represent sometimes receiving an unexpected, sum of money or resources that enable you to have a new beginning in some way. And it is a source of celebration paired with that Three of Cups. And it also could be that this, not only could it be that you're celebrating within your community or within your, like your group of people, your clique, the ones that really that you're really connected to. And it also could be that the source of this new beginning, where it comes from, could be coming from community, people reaching out to help you, or friends reaching out to help your friends, giving you this offer or opportunity for a new beginning, if not the community, your community in general. However you look at it, however the specifics play out, it's beautiful. It's a tangible new opportunity for a tangible new beginning that holds a lot of potential. It's the cause of celebrating. You may be celebrating with friends and family or with community, and that also may be where this new beginning, the source of this new beginning comes from. So this Nine of Swords energy and this worrying about your stability or about this person or this, whatever this tangible, this thing is, again, it's going to play out differently because it's a general video and there's thousands of you watching, but it ends beautifully. It really does. And I think that a lot of you, these fears are going to be completely unfounded. Some of them, they're valid, but you've blown them way out of proportion. So just relax, take a deep breath, quit swimming around in circles so fast, Pisces. Love you, Pisces. It's going to be okay. This is your end of the month. It's beautiful. You'll be okay. Your overall energy and guidance from the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess, Major Arcana card, beautiful card. This is about spirituality, going deep within. This is about intuition. When the High Priestess shows up, it's energy and guidance and advice about pay attention to any flashes of insight that you may have, any dreams you might have. Pay attention to your intuition, your gut instinct. Your intuition is really your connection with the divine. It's how you get kind of messages and inspirations. It's coming from somewhere. That's your intuitive sense. It's not really your thoughts or your emotions or feelings. It's deeper than that. It's intuition. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to any flashes of insight or ideas that come out of nowhere, supposedly, i.e. God, Spirit, your angels and guides, the universe. Any dreams you have around this, and pay attention to where you feel led and inspired, and allow that to kind of help guide you through the next couple of weeks, Pisces. A beautiful, beautiful reading. Remember to watch that Nine of Swords energy. It's either unwarranted or it's blown way out of proportion. So Pisces, slow down, take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. And that pretty much sums up your reading for October 2017 mid-month. Thank you so very much for watching it. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the November general readings. Again, if any of you are interested in a more personal, in-depth one-on-one reading, live or recorded, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About or Description button for more information, and my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you, and turnaround time for personal readings, scheduled personal readings, is quite fast, anywhere from a few days upwards of 3 weeks, but almost always within that period of time. For shorter, less complex, and more instant answers, you can also find me on instantgo.com. InstantGo is a great, cool iPhone app. Android users, be patient. You will be able to access this app next year, and next year is not that far away. It's just a great way of connecting with me almost instantly for just quick bursts, like 1 or 2 quick questions. The phone app is free to download, and then you just find me under Irish Gypsy, and we go from there. For those of you who want the more traditional, scheduled, in-depth personal readings or specific spreads addressing more specific areas, where you pull more cards, then email me, and we'll set something up for you as quickly as we can. Thank you again for watching, Pisces. And as always, until I see you again, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you here again quite soon. Take care. Bye-bye.